Paul McCartney once wrote a song that John Lennon believed marked a turning point in his partner's songwriting, a track he described as McCartney's first yesterday. Although Lennon and McCartney shared joint credit on nearly all of the Beatles' catalog, this early composition stood out to Lennon as a defining moment for Paul's growing artistry. Long before Yesterday became one of the band's most iconic ballads, Lennon had already spotted the same emotional depth in another song from A Hard Day's Night. Even after the Beatles broke up, he continued to praise it, though he also liked to remind people that he had contributed to parts of the tune. McCartney later confirmed that Lennon had indeed helped him shape the song, recalling their writing process with a mix of humor and nostalgia. He explained that most of their songs seemed to appear out of nowhere, a natural result of the friendship they had built as teenagers. Lennon would visit McCartney's house and the two would hang out, laugh, and experiment, not just with music, but with life itself. By the time they were working on A Hard Day's Night, songwriting had become second nature. It was something they did almost instinctively, often for the sheer joy of it. The track Lennon singled out as McCartney's first yesterday was And I Love Her, a tender and melodic ballad that quickly became one of the standout moments of the Beatles' 1964 film and album. Reflecting in 1980, Lennon called it one of McCartney's finest early works and a preview of the musical maturity he would later show on Yesterday. While Lennon's admiration for the song remained strong, McCartney himself tended to downplay its importance. In interviews, he described it as a simple love song, not written for anyone in particular. He admitted, however, that he was fond of its structure, especially the way the title began mid-sentence, a small detail that made the song feel fresh and spontaneous. He later joked that singer Perry Como borrowed that same idea years afterward for And I Love You So. McCartney also noted that the word "and" played a key role in the song's charm. It immediately set the tone, pulling listeners in as if the music had already begun mid-conversation. Unlike many pop songs, the title didn't repeat endlessly. It was more like a quiet confession slipped in almost by accident. That understated quality, he reflected, was part of what made And I Love Her so timeless. A song that captured the beginning of his evolution as one of pop's most sensitive and enduring songwriters.